The Council for Scientific and Industrial Research put out some data about 3 or 4 years ago about the level of pollution in some of the food that we are eating because of the content of mercury in the water they use to, as it were, preserve some of these food items when these farmers are growing them. So you might be right to make that correlation. But you see, finally, if we have, I mean, this is the taxpayer funding this entire exercise. The fight against galamsey, we are the ones who are paying for it. Okay. And if Ghana Water Company, for instance, comes to us and says, look, because galamsey is actually ongoing, still ongoing, even though we are financing the fight, it is destroying their purification machines. That's even why they need more money from us. So the taxpayer is losing on all fronts, large, because we are financing a fight that's supposed to deal with galamsey, which is not being done. And the galamsey is now destroying the purification machines of Ghana Water. Ghana Water is coming back to us and saying, you know what, because of the destruction caused to our purification machines by galamsey operators, pay more for the water you are consuming. What has to be done going forward?
The taxpayer is even paying more than that. Okay. In this one facet of the burden on the taxpayer, the operation, where is it, halt or what they call it? Have you computed how much of public resources have gone into it?
The operation
work. Have you computed? Now you sat down to make a calculation and a determination of how much. Probably you need to invoke provisions of the Right to Information Act and ask government how much it has spent so far on that operation.
Indeed.
And that resources or the money spent on the Operation Hawk is the taxpayer's responsibility. And it's going down the drain. I said long ago that the fight was going to go nowhere. They made a fundamental mistake from the beginning. And that is what is dogging their failure up to now. You cannot seek to regulate small-scale mining and ban illegal small-scale mining and take a blanket decision to ban small-scale mining and let those who went through the processes, abided by the law, lawful citizens of this country, law-abiding citizens of this country, suffer the same consequences like those who simply refuse to obey the law. It's unfair. It's unjust. So you, by that action, drove everybody into doing illegal small-scale mining, including those law-abiding citizens of this country who exploited the opportunities available under the law to engage in lawful small-scale mining. China said they were going to fail. So when they admitted that they had failed and the Honorable Abdullah Jinapor came into office, Samuel Jinapor came to office and did his national conference on small scale, I supported it because I realized that the first attempt had failed woefully. And you can look at the failure from many fronts. The equipment that were seized were distributed among party functionaries. They sent to where? Back to the small-scale mining site. Why those people were...
The excavators and the chamfan that were seized
were sent back to the mining site. While they said there was a ban, they were surreptitiously and covertly given licenses or permits or allowing people to do small-scale mining. In the case of Anasir exposure, confirms this. And we know that Santini even said it. The government knows those who are behind small-scale mining. You remember?
Yes.
Yes. So we're just running in circles, my brother. We are pretending, like Kufo said, to be fighting the canker, the menace.